So at Open Technology Partners, we consult with customers on what their challenges are in IT. We look at potential offerings from different vendors, projects in the open source community, both things that are available in open source or available as a commercial product, and essentially take a look at a wide swath of what options are available, and then advise on maybe the approach they need to take for next steps in solving their IT problems. A lot of our customers are building products or are deploying applications in the data center, and one of the challenges there are having a consistent and repeatable way to deploy those applications. And one thing you want to do is try to eliminate as much as possible any inconsistencies or any ways that somebody could change that application during the course of deployment, or affect otherwise the assurance that application will just run and you can put it into production. Containers are one way to approach that, and definitely have a popularity amongst the customers I speak with. I've used Kubernetes, I've used Mesos, and the thing about those platforms are, while they're very easy to get started if you're very technical, they pose a challenge for folks who've not used them before or not familiar. So they're not necessarily the most user-friendly tools, or the most what I would call generally IT-friendly tools. They're just really great to get something started if you've got the right staff in place or people to work on it. But if you actually need something that you, again, plan to go into production with, it becomes somewhat of a challenge. You get to focus more on how to get the tools running and make sure the tools are proper before you're actually working on the application. So from the first time I met with ContainerX, I was really impressed with the vision and the pedigree of the team. I proceeded with a beta program with ContainerX, and been very surprised and excited about what I've seen. It's a product that works really well, and I definitely think that there's something there where the vision matches with the product I've used. Some of the things that I find really great from a technology perspective, that I have the flexibility to choose where I deploy. If I would like to deploy in a cloud service provider, I have that option. If I need to deploy on-prem for various compliance needs, or frankly, that's just the low-hanging fruit, I can just go ahead and install it. That's an option. One of my customers actually is a hardware vendor. It was very quick to get things started for them and deploy ContainerX. Both from a working with end users and being able to carve out resources using pools, it's possible to segment the resources so that I don't have competition amongst my users. I mean, it was one of those really eye-opening capabilities. I'm a big proponent of open source tools and options. However, I also believe that once you go into production, it's really important to consider who's behind your choice. And that's something that I think when you decide to put your applications in production with a container-based application, you really need to know that it's just going to work. And I think that ContainerX's focus on having an enterprise production grade container platform has been something that I absolutely think I could recommend to customers in the future. I look forward to that.